Hi everybody, welcome back to the wonderful Arma 3, and this video will be old hat for most people who've played Arma for the last several years. But if you're new and you're wondering how can you change your loadout mid-mission when you're playing single player scenarios or challenges or showcases, that sort of thing, well, I'm going to show you how, and how you can spawn in whatever you like, and basically how you can do whatever you like really. And this is through a very useful mod. And I don't want you to immediately click away, but through the simple single player cheat menu. This is an incredibly powerful little mod that don't let the cheat bit put you off, because Arma is incredibly difficult, I find. The enemies can be incredibly accurate, and when you're doing missions, it's not always completely obvious what you should be doing, and so sometimes you'll lose progress just because you weren't quite sure what was meant to be happening. So if you subscribe to simple single player cheat menu in the Arma 3 workshop, doesn't have any dependencies, what you can do is when you're, and we're talking single player here, we're not talking about multiplayer, single player campaigns, I guess it could maybe multiplayer cooperative campaigns, I'm not sure, but you know, not where you're fighting against other people. If you press M to go into the map, this is if you've loaded the mod, obviously from the launcher. You click on Load SSPCM at the top, and then you'll get this cheats icon come up. And there's loads of stuff you can do, and there is a very useful down the bottom information link, which you can click on my wiki page, which you can then click on, and that will take you out of the game, and it gives you instructions on all of the different cheats that are included, or aids, as I prefer to call them. And so you've got the kind of common ones that you want to go for straight away, like invincibility. So you can be invincible, click enabled. Your group members can be, so your AI teammates can be invincible, and current vehicle can be enabled as well. But then you have the virtual arsenal. This is the one that's going to let us change our kit. So if we click open on the virtual arsenal, here we go. So we loaded in now, and this is our soldier, and we can now go in and we can change things, especially on some of the scenarios where maybe you'd prefer to have like a scope or something on. Let's have a look. The Mark 14, good old classic Mark 14. Let's put a different scope on it though, shall we? Put it on that scope. Let's have a look. Our fella, let's give him a heli pilot helmet. That's a bit cooler, isn't it? Has he got, let's give him some binoculars, and what else could we do? He's got night vision already, he's got glasses already, headgear, backpack, his vest, uniform. Let's put him in casual clothes. There we go. So we could load that, and so let's close up. And now, as you can see, our guy has now got a DMR, wearing a flight helmet, and it's got a lovely scope on. How cool is that? So this can be really good, say for in like the infantry showcase, where when you spawn in and you play with a weapon that I think it's got a red dot or a hollow one with not much range, so that's cool. The other really cool thing you can do as well is you can press M, and you can go into the virtual garage as well. Now if we open this is very cool, and we can say, alright, actually I want to have a what would be cool? A roller bobcat. I want to have a bobcat. So now, instead of having to complete whatever scenario it may be, maybe like the sniper mission in a on foot by myself with just a sniper, I can jump into one of these, and then if you roll your mouse wheel, we can get into the gunner's seat. There we go. And we have now got significantly more firepower, and significantly more protection than we did before. So let's go back into the driver's seat. Again, I'm messing around with third and first person, and then we can drive off. And you can even spawn in things like helicopters. In fact, let's do that now. So it'll let you just spawn in a jet, and you can just start. In fact, let's do it. Let's spawn in a jet. Wipe out. Here we go. So we're in a jet. This is like the tank master, isn't it? How do we throttle up? Does that throttle up? I think so. Arma's great, isn't it? Look how cool it looks. Now this may well break some missions though, because you'll probably fly out of the mission area. This is so much fun. Have we got rockets, have we? Yes. So you could do like the sniper mission, or you could do the helicopter mission in an A10 rather than in a helicopter. Although that again, that might well break the mission. So there we go. Simple. Let me just pause the game. Single player cheat menu mod. There it is. I'll put a link in the description below this video. Don't let the cheat bit put you off. Arma 3 is very difficult to learn, and some of the single player stuff is very, very difficult. And this enables you to enjoy it, get the practice in you really need, and then when you're really familiar with like the showcases or the missions or the campaigns, then you can sort of go back and do them, with all the training wheels taken off. But SPCM I think is very, very worth it, and it allowed me to actually enjoy things like the Arma 3 campaign, because the thing that I think Beam Interactive get wrong is that the save points they're too far apart, and you'll be playing for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you'll almost get to another one and you'll die, and you have to start again. And there's a lot of running, isn't there, or driving in Arma, and that can just be boring. Whereas if you've got invincibility turned on, it doesn't quite matter as much, does it? Anyway, that's enough from me. Please don't think less of me for recommending this, but put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.